Summer has come to a close, and unfortunately, autumn is here. The pool is going to be closed very soon. Today is the 28th of September, 2021. The beautiful blue water. All of that work that I put into this is now going to be covered up and look like a pile of shit for about 19 months. Wonderful. It's a shame because it looks so inviting right now. It really does. And it's too cold to go in. Maybe not really, but I kind of don't want to. We're going to just kind of go over the backyard quick in this video. So we have the fire lights around the pool. All these things I'm going to show you are solar. And they've been holding up in various different ways. These definitely work and they all run, but the batteries in them run out at different times, usually sometime in the wee hours of the morning, like 3, 4 in the morning. So they're kind of working. They get dimmer and then they finally go out. The floating balls, the water level in the pool, as you can see there, is a little too low, so they go in the skimmer. So I took them out. The condensation you see that's in them is not water in them from the pool. The black ring I don't like. The chlorine does that, and it doesn't come off. And they always sit a little crooked. You see how the black ring is like that? Interesting. They both still work fine. There's dirt on that one. Dirt doesn't want to come off either. Interesting. Anyway, the condensation, I guess, is because of the humidity in China where they're made, and then it's sealed, and then it condenses or quote-unquote evaporates, but it's a sealed system, so they do that, and that's right there as such. Otherwise, that's really it for the pool. I used to have a red ball, and that vanished, and typically what happens is over the summer storms and that, we'll have a big wind gust and it'll find its way either under the bushes where I haven't found it yet or something. These people over here had a big party a couple of weeks ago and they had balls around. One made it over the fence and didn't make it back. It's got a hole in it, which is why it's kind of small and flat. So, whatever. Just is. The hammock, nobody's used it. Thought it might be nice. It's just collecting green shit and that. And it flips over. The China quality, everyone. The China quality. It's still functional if you don't mind it being dirty. But it's there. So, there's that. Chain's rusty. It's getting, getting there. For one of the storms that we had, we were supposed to get tons of rain and wind and stuff, so I stacked up all the chairs here. Didn't even need to, could have left them out, but they're stacked up for the winter. And the table's there. Yeah. Still never threw out the old fire pit. Don't know why, just haven't. The gun sign is here. This has been working not as well as I would have hoped. Doesn't get as much sun as I would have hoped over here, so it doesn't last all that long. The problem is, especially like now, where the days are a lot shorter than that, these solar lights are coming on a lot sooner, and as such, they're going out a lot faster. Where in the height of summer, like sometime, early July to middle of July was the best. We had full sun on like everything. I can tell that the way the sun, the planet is moved, whatever you want to call it, there would be full sun on that little bistro set over there, but there's not. Fire pit was used twice. I don't know. It's here. The cover is faded. It's not as black as it once was, so that's good. Over here, the flag, and the plant is doing well, and the turtle is doing well. The oldie bird bath, I got this years ago. been used. So that's been working well. The birdies love it. It turned black inside. It used to be this grayish stone looking thing that shiningized off, so there was that. This didn't end up really working out. I'm gonna leave it because I don't have any other place for it, but just doesn't last. It lasts like an hour, hour and a half because it's in the shade all day. It shows it's charging, as you can see, but that's it. Occasionally that green light will blink fast, which I think it means it's 75% of the way charged, but I haven't seen that in at least a month now. So there's that. Like I said, I don't have any other place for it, so I might as well use it before the batteries just crap out from their own Chinesium. It is windy today. I apologize for the wind noise, but it is. Yeah, the barbecue. Let's go to the barbecue. Had a little problem with my barbecue. I'll provide the sound effects. Click, 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 click. Nope, doesn't work. So that's dead. Not a great thing at all. The igniter went dead on it, and I have replacements. They were not expensive, and in the spring I will have a video on how to replace it. It's stupid simple. Hopefully it'll gain me a lot of views because a lot of people have bought these grills. They're not all that bad. Much better than that Brinkman I used to have. So, such is, the plunts here are pretty well spent. These lights, who are they from? LITOM. Will help you get your Z's. These have been the best out of everything. They have been working. These are champs. They go till 5 something in the morning. And even the coating on this one is peeling off. So that's wonderful. Bug Killer, the cable tie holding device, technical holding device, is working well. It works. I make no bones about it. It definitely works. So there's that. We have the Flink Flamingos and the Swan and the Yeller flowers that have turned backwards because I had some Rosa Sharons growing over here, which are like those under the tree, but I took them out because it was too busy. So this will all stay. Don't know what these guys are over here, so we'll leave those, see what they develop into. Looks like Rosa Sharon maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. So there's all that. And over here, the penis plants are gone. I had to take down the penis plants because they were all dead. They only last like a year or two, and they turn completely brown, and that's it. They were still rigid with a floppy cock end on it, just like I've shown, and those are done. Fortunately, they're just a taproot, so you just give them a good pull and they come right up. No problem with that. Got this solar light here. Forget who makes this one. It had a weird Chinese name, as they all do. That is tied on with 12 gauge wire that's white to match the fence. So it goes around the other side and is twisted on there, so this way I didn't have to make holes in the fence. It works. It works great. The light works great. It lasts, so that's all good. And I think for the winter I'm going to leave this out. Only problem I have with my mounting system is it sometimes goes just slightly crooked. So every now and again I gotta fix it. But that gets some nice sun, so that's why that lasts well. And that really works. Definitely best place for this thing. You can actually see it through the fence out to the street if you walk by, which is kind of interesting. AC is still on. Like I said, September 20 6, I think it is. I think I said. They're still on, not running now because they really aren't doing much. Garage AC is still on. That's not happy. I don't know. This, I have a sneaking suspicion it's not going to start next year. The compressor will start, but the fan, with that noise it's making, and it's not happy. So we'll address that then. Is all I can do, because it's running for now. There's no sense to kill it. The pool, yeah. The Judy blooms are here. I'm surprised they're still blooming in almost October. That's really surprising. They're usually all dead by now. But the Judy blooms are here. And it grows these big spiny things. Isn't that nice? That's a real big one over there. Oh no, there's actually a clusterfuck of them. Or maybe it's one. I don't know. So it grows those. I guess they release seeds or something like that. They come back every year. They die off in the winter, and I got to pull them all out for the spring. We had a berry plant. Forget what it's called. It's pretty well spent, as you can see. Berries have fallen off and shriveled, and it's done its job for the year. It just is. Oh, the elephant in the room? That yeah, not good. It's been doing that for about a month. It's noisy, but it works. I don't know. Not happy about that. Not going to be a good day when that's going to end up being a problem, but it's running for now. It has morning sickness, where in the morning it's noisier and it gets quieter as it runs. So still running just fine. Starts every day, runs just fine, just noisy, and I don't like the noise, but it's doing its thing. Haven't needed to backwash. Still right at the low pressure there. If you can see, I can't see the screen in the sun. You can't see it through the plant, but it's all there. Learned my lesson from last year, because the yellow flowers, their petals fell off. They didn't like the winter kind. So I got to pack those up. The pink flamingos, we got to pack those up, put them in the garage. Like I said, I think I'm going to leave that solar light out. This stays out all year. It's been fine. These I got to take out, put in the garage, and all of these, of course. The pool balls, these are not the originals, by the way. One of those crapped out, and I did a little switcheroo kind of deal. I had bozos pay for that. So that was nice. I think they're still available. They were when I got them this spring. So they last a season if you're lucky, and they're still working great. Otherwise, that's it. Oh yeah, the gun sign, got to take that out, pack that up for the winter. And that's really the deal for the backyard. Everything is just spent, had its fun in the sun, and left itself broken for next year. So that's just friggin' wonderful. Pool is getting closed on this Wednesday, the 29th. Tomorrow, I'm going to be preparing for closing by draining the pool down and, you know, put the ball away, robot away, the hose, and all the accoutrement, all that kind of good stuff, and just get everything set. Very, very depressing day. And then Tuesday is just a day, and then Wednesday they're going to come and close it. Had to get a new cover. Fortunately, the cheaper cover that I usually get is now magically available again when it wasn't last year. Just because. Decided last year had to fuck me over. For shits and grins, I happen to look at pool chlorine, the chlorine tabs that you can't get. Well, you can get them now, but they're way more expensive than they used to be. Pretty much on the order of just about close to twice the price of what I used to pay. So $200 for a bucket. I've used 2/3 of the bucket, so I have some for next year to get started with, so that's good. I don't see that price ever coming down. Maybe 20, 30 bucks in another year or two, maybe, but I really don't see that coming down. So they said, well, we'll use this as, just like companies are using the COVID excuse still to this day. Yes, it's still around. Yes, it's still a thing, but it is nowhere near the kind of detrimental health problem that we had in this country when it was much more prevalent. And they're still short-staffed, still can't find stuff on the shelves in grocery stores. Everything is in disarray everywhere, and it's going to stay that way for a long time. So like I said, because that factory for one of the factories that makes the chlorine tabs burned down, they are rebuilding it and they're going to start production again. I don't know when any of that's going to be finished, but regardless, the prices are never going to come down, because this is an excuse they could use to raise prices. Was there a shortage? Damn right there was. Will there be one next year if that other factory isn't back online? Probably. But it is what it is. Can't change anything about it. Can't do a damn about it. It just is. This is going to turn green. That's great. And I get to start all the hard work again next year. Didn't have entirely too much fun working that hard this year, but it was definitely worth it, because I got my money's worth, if you will, out of the pool for this year. What I mean to say is pretty much every day I went in the pool. Few exceptions with that, of course, but it was used a lot. As far as other people, not too many people come over anymore. The whiff is once in a while, so great. Anyway, that's that. This looks like another one of them berry plants that just sprouted up. There was actually a second one. The weed whacker nabbed that one. It didn't like that kind, so that was that. And that's it. Tomorrow I'm going to drain the water down in the pool and get everything in the backyard cleaned up, take out all the solar lights and all that great stuff, and probably make a video on that. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a backyard update, and the last time you see the backyard in full summer mode for 2021. That's to be burned in the fire pit. That was the box for the pressure washer that China sent, and it just ended up falling out and is weather beaten, and we never had a fire in the fire pit. So that'll get done eventually, and yeah. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.